We began our journey at the pencil factory, hearing the story of Leo Frank, a New York Jew in Atlanta, falsely convicted of murder and lynched. Our next stop was the Atlanta Center for Civil and Human Rights, where we saw an array of exhibits, including a simulation of the protest at the Woolworths counter. This was a chilling experience. Then we boarded our bus and traveled to Montgomery, Alabama. In Montgomery, we saw the Greyhound bus station and Freedom Riders Museum, the Rosa Parks Museum, and the Legacy Museum, before packing up and heading off to Shabbat services. The next morning began with Torah study, and then we headed off to Selma, which was the site of Bloody Sunday. This is Joanne. Joanne was our guide in Selma, and she experienced Bloody Sunday firsthand when she was 12 years old. We ended our stay with a walk across that same bridge before leaving for Birmingham. If I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land, I'd ring out danger. After lunch in Birmingham, we went to the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute, which again highlighted major events in the civil rights movement. This guy was scary, even without anyone in the robes. Our next stop was the 16th Street Baptist Church, where 4 young girls lost their lives in a bombing. We were told about it by this guy, Bishop Calvin Woods. Yep, he has his own sign. He was instrumental in the civil rights movement. Then it was back on the bus to head back to Atlanta. We started our day in Atlanta with breakfast and a Havdalah service, followed by a stop at the AIDS Quilt Project. This is Ebenezer Baptist Church, where Martin Luther King Jr. grew up. Next to it is the tomb of Martin Luther King Jr. and his wife, as well as a monument area and a non-denominational chapel. This is the sanctuary where Dr. King preached. Across the street is the modern sanctuary, where we attended services on Sunday morning. Before we knew it, it was time to gather our things and head to the airport for a trip home. I learned a lot on this trip, met some new people, made some great new friends, and I guess my question now is, what next?